This is Pride Month now, and there are schools across the country with gay LGBTQ flags. They've replaced the American flag in the classroom. I mean, it is crazy when the government, our own government, is replacing American flags with the pride flag. It's crazy, and it has become a religious symbol. And so we made a mistake pulling religion out of school. We really did. We made a mistake thinking that that was going to be a good compromise for all Americans. It seemed a logical compromise at the time, right? Okay, we all can't agree on this. This is public school. These are tax dollars. Might not work for me to take prayer out of school, but we're doing this. But as it turns out, it just created a vacuum. Here's what happens. I point this out in the episode. No matter what your religious views are or anything, the idea that we weren't going to have religion in school is provably false. We are going to have a religion in public schools. So the question, these people are going to turn to some kind of religion.
Mm-hmm.
They've turned to the religion of LGBT. So at some point we have to decide, well, which way is better to educate our kids? Which religion would be better? I'm just trying to get people to see, like, if this crazy religion can be in schools, maybe it's time to go back to the religion discussion. Maybe it's time to go back to the table. Be like, all right, well, if you can put this on the table, then I can put my Bible study on the table.
It's crazy you say that, because I'm thinking when you said that it was a mistake to pull religion out of the school, at first I was thinking, I don't see what way there was around it, simply because of the, public schools is via tax dollars. And so if something is being supported by, by tax dollars, it would have to be representative of, everybody, the Muslims, the Jews, I don't know if you could have a kind of a situation where, public schools were teaching Bible, but remaining public. I don't see how those two things, wouldn't that kind of fall in any type of challenge, via law?
Well, here's the thing. I would have said 5 years ago, 10 years ago, oh, that would be a rough case. But we've just replaced that religion with, there are Bibles in school, but they're LGBTQ Bibles. They're called things like This Book is Gay or This Is My Body. They're called books like that, right? There are religious symbols in school, but they're not crosses anymore. They're LGBT flags. They're gender identity movements.
No, we agree on that point. So, like,
yeah,
I totally agree with your point that this, and I throw the LGBTQ, I throw the BLM, like, I don't know what to call it yet, but it is a religion.
It's really, it's called.
Yeah, it's a religion. But kind of that loophole is because it's not classified as a religion,
right?
It's allowed to kind of seep into the education system versus, Christianity, which is obviously identified as a religion. It has that block because of, our separation between church and state and all of that stuff. And this
is why I'll answer your question. So I think it is valuable to at least start kicking up the fuss and launching the lawsuits, because I'm not saying that it is going to win or would win or even necessarily should win. I do think the moral challenge should be made. I do think that we should start making it inconvenient for this pagan religion to replace this religion that was working really well for the nation. Generally speaking, that's a generalized comment, obviously. So there's a lot of jerk Christians out there, but generally speaking, a nation that has pledged itself to, quote, Judeo-Christian values has been prosperous in human history. And so I'm just saying that I guess going back to this conversation about why don't Republicans look at the long game with education, we have to start making it difficult for the other side to operate freely in the space of education. We have to start making it difficult for them. We have to start making it costly so that maybe we won't get our, maybe I won't get my religion put back in school. To me, that's not the point. To me, what would be great is if the other side did what we did in the 80s and threw up their hands and goes, you know what, this isn't even worth it. We'll just take it out of school, forget about it. We'll do this on our own time. I think we need to start being more trouble. I think we need to start being fussier.
I agree.
Yeah, we need to make it inconvenient for people to do the things. We can't change their minds, we can't change their hearts, but we can make it inconvenient for them to do stupid stuff.